been too long. Yeah, like, I think it's something
Pull the curtain down on that one. Pull the curtain down.
So it's finished.
I know we're at a final.
What spark ignites in our dear Abdiel's heart that he would disobey the will of heaven?
That part of heaven where I have been quietly interred, complacent as to the death and cruelty of this earth, has forced me to your arms. I can abide no longer the wickedness and sufferings of man. Man was created for the pleasure of God above, and then deceived by you, another of his creations.
Man is judged as though he is a god, yet he's bereft of even the faculties of immortals like us.
What a piece of work is man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god.
Good evening, fathers, brothers, sisters. Is there anything I can get for you?
I think we're fine.
You might be fine.
Yet their misery is not of their own doing, and though you first seduced them to foul revolt, their punishment for their father's transgressions must come to an end.
This is wondrous strange, Abdiel, that you would succumb to the revolt, not for your angelic honor, but for your pity on the inhabitants of this lesser world. Yes, even I who seduced them am made sick. There are those who said I was everywhere, but while I slept, man raped his own world.
Why should you care for them at all?
I do not. I am, however, interested in their instruments of war. We angels did not dare that power in our great war, and we are immortal. The very essence of air is rent to chaos. All that is solid is split atom by atom. I talk of weapons more powerful than your sword, Abdiel. How man came to possess such power, I do not know. But now, through them, I possess that power too.
It seems he's arrived before us, unannounced. The Episcopalians are relatively intact. They still operate out of a church.
Father Philip, so nice to see you again.
Mother Regina, great to see you. Mother Regina, let me introduce you to my friends. Father Luther, Sister Catherine, and Brother James.
Oh, hey, your reputations precede you.
Mother Regina is the head of the Episcopalian Intelligence Gathering Division for this diocese.
Have you no fear that they shall turn against you?
What fools these mortals be. They will defend me, their God, to the death. They create enemies in their minds. They taste hatred in their mouth and cover their hands with blood. To me, this world is chaos, ruled by no one. Why it was created by that sedentary king above, I do not know.
Although I cannot pretend to understand those higher reasons for what is done, I must disobey his will. If indeed the machinations of this world are his will at all.
So, you're the Father Luther I've heard so much about. I heard you actually touched one of them and survived. You must have a lot of faith to be so strong.
Well, that's our secret weapon. The demons, they don't seem to see him coming.
As for faith, though, the fact that there is no God mediates my need to believe in him.
Oh, I'd heard that those with no faith were harder for the demons to smell.
Well, Luther's the most sure and adamant atheist I've ever met. I mean, he may fear death, but he won't fear God or the devil.
Yes, so why wear your frock?
It's like wearing the uniform of the occupying army.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yes, Brother James was wondering if you could find him a nice Episcopalian job.
There you go.
You guys can't do anything for yourselves. Why don't you just join us? I mean, we're just like the Catholics, only no Pope. And there are the amenities.
Wow.
Yeah, but Episcopalian monks can't sleep around. Only the priests can. You'd have to get a promotion.
I have not seen this earth for 2,000 years, since that trial with the favorite son. Although I could tempt man, I could not tempt that greater man. My efforts to recruit the son against the father failed. Thus I thought all the world returned to paradise, with all men bowing to God's good will. The whole world would be east of Eden, all souls living without pain, without fear. But it has not been so. I was mistaken to think that paradise be here regained. Man is just as wretched as when I left him.
So, who else is in the underground?
Well, about half of the Episcopalian hierarchy is still intact.
That's much better than us.
Yeah, percentage-wise, the Religious Society of Friends is mostly all there, but, you know, they're only good for clerical work.
What about the Baptists?
Oh, please, the Southern Baptist Convention just about all turned over to the enemy. Islam overall, it has about the same turn rate as Christianity, only a little bit less vicious. That's over here. Overseas, it's a different matter. The Jews have been relatively resistant, with offshore exceptions again.
God has power to stop neither them nor us from using this globe for whatever means the mightier of us deems. While I slept watchless these last 2,000 years, man, whom God gave the gift of reason, and I the gift of knowledge, has found to means to make war such as no angel has ever seen. This time, Abdiel, I shall not be defeated.